Sales are no longer a bargain, and we are going to talk about it. This is a topic that I've been thinking about a lot lately, and really trying to take an objective look at marketing and just how trends are changing in terms of how we consume. And I want to talk about that while putting on my skincare and my makeup. So if you're interested in that, stick around, hit the subscribe button, and look in the description for everything that I'm using. I will talk about some things here and there, but if there's anything that you're interested in that I'm using, I'll have it linked down below in the description. So I have just washed my face. Before we deep dive, I used the Welada Skinfood Nourishing Cleansing Balm, and I've been really liking this. I'm probably about halfway, I would say. And I find that it's really nice, organic sunflower seed oil. And then for the first time, I just finished my cleanser. I've used this one for the first time just now, the Glow Lab Hyaluronic Acid Hydrating Cleanser from their new hyaluronic range. It's actually my skin feels quite clean. So even though it says hydrating cleanser, it's very much cleaned my skin. So I'm going to go in with the Hada Labo Lotion No. 1 Super Hydrator as my kind of serum slash essence. I feel like it's a hybrid of the two. You are new to me. I am in Australia, so we're currently in winter, so I'm using more hydrating products at the moment. And I do have an oily skin type, so I'm really trying to nourish my skin and keep it from dehydrating, because I tend to use lighter products in summertime. I'm quickly going to then go into the Beauty of Joseon Glow Serum with propolis and niacinamide, and I'm about halfway done with this. And I quite like this one as like a day serum, and I'm really enjoying this because I had a full breakout and I don't know what's caused it, because I know it's not hormonal. So I've actually stopped using a couple of products, but I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just a little flare up, who knows. But the propolis is healing. And then I'm going to use as my skincare today is the Bobbi Brown face base and the eye base. And I really like these as a moisturizer slash primer. This is great under makeup, so we're going to use that one today. I kind of hinted at this topic in my new Beauty to Australia video, which I will link for you. I can never remember which side it is. I will link for you if you're interested in seeing that, if you missed out on it. But I was just kind of talking about how all these prices are only reasonable when they're on sale. And it's almost like it's getting to a point that it's a marketing tool to have products grossly inflated at a normal price, and then having sales every 2 weeks. So people are buying it at the sale price. And I think I get a little bit annoyed and riled up about this topic because I am also a small business owner, and I do struggle to keep up with these massive brands that are always having a sale. And I think it's annoying me because their products are only affordable when they're on sale. And these are like fast fashion, fast beauty, fast consumerist brands where their prices are, say a dress is $80 and this is a fast fashion brand. So it's only going to be on the shelves or on the website for a matter of weeks before you can't get it anymore. So say there's a black dress for $80, right? And you think, oh, fast fashion, I'm not paying $80. I'll wait for it to go on sale. Lo and behold, 1 week later, it's on sale for 50% off. And you think, oh, wow, $40. That's incredible. So you buy the dress. This is just a marketing tool, guys. This is a marketing tool. You are not actually getting a bargain, because a fast fashion black dress is making a huge profit on a $40 at 50% off. So let me break it down even more while I show you what I'm using as my primer today. I'm trying to bounce back. This is the Dr. Jart Cicapair, and I want to wear it because I have all this redness going on, and this is a redness treatment that kind of blends into your skin tone. So I just thought my skin's a bit irritated right now. Like, I've even got breakout here. It has to be a product because I don't actually break out, and I've got real problem skin at the moment. For me, problem skin for me. It's very unusual for me. So I feel like it might be the Dalbar Serum Spray or my Mecca Cosmetica Serum Sunscreen, because they're two products that are new that I've been using daily. I think it's one of those. I think I actually need to stop using the sunscreen. I stopped using the spray, but I think I need to stop using the sunscreen because it's not, my skin's not calming down. It's been like a week or two now. Besides the point, I know that there's going to be a term for this and I'm going to research it, and if I find the term for it where brands put products up really high so that when they're on sale, they're just the price that they really should be and they're still making a huge profit margin. The foundation I'm going to use is the Too Faced new soft matte foundation. I got a sample from Mecca and I got the shade Ivory. I really want to try this. The only thing with Too Faced is they run very yellow, so we'll see how we go. And I'm going to actually apply this with a sponge. I don't know what sponge this is. I'm using this random black dress as an example, but this black dress that was put on the website for $80 and they bought the dress for $5. They're making a huge profit margin. So if someone is desperate and they're, you know, in a time crunch and they really want this black dress and they're not going to wait for a sale and they buy it, that brand is making the most insane profit of having a $5 dress sold for $80, right? And then they put their dress on sale for 50% off. And I say it like that because that's what they're trying to make you think. 50% off, that's incredible. That's what they're trying to make you feel when you do click on it and see 50% off. Even with that 50% off, $40 dress that they've bought for $5 is still a huge profit margin. Huge. So they are using this tool to making you believe that you're getting a really good deal, when in fact they have so much pressure and so much high turnover of products that they need a way to get you to buy something and buy it fast so that they can turn over their stock and keep bringing new designs in. And that's when you see like brands, I will call this brand out, like Sports Girl. I buy from Sports Girl. This isn't like I'm targeting certain brands. But you know how Sports Girl, they'll have like a top for $50, which is not horribly expensive. And then it goes on sale at the back of the store for $25. And then they have their blowout 30% off on top of sale. So your $25 dress is another 30% off when you check out. That is still a profit for them. I bought a scarf. I didn't have a scarf this winter. So I went into Sports Girl only a couple of weeks ago because it started to get really cold and I was like, I need a scarf. So I went into Sports Girl and I saw this scarf and it was $11. And I was like, seriously? $11? I'll take it. They probably still made a 50% profit off of that. This is what I'm trying to say. It's like, I'm not judging, like, this isn't a question of, well, that's all we can afford. We're not going into that realm because I'm in that realm where $11 was what was affordable for me. I wasn't spending $50 on a scarf. So we're not even going to get into that as a topic because that's a whole other topic about cost of living crisis. I'm purely talking about it from a business perspective. And I'm going to get into what a solution would be. So right now I'm in my complaining phase and my ranting phase. So stick with me. If you're already annoyed, you're more than welcome to click out. But I just think we are following a system that we think and used to be a good way to get a deal. Growing up, a sale was a one-off thing where you could get a really good deal. And it's just not like that anymore. I feel like we're just in this rotation of regular sales with companies because we are oversaturated. There are so many businesses trying to stay afloat and they're getting to the point where it's almost like a desperation. They're feeling like in order to survive that they have to have sales all the time. Afterpay sale, Black Friday, mid-year, end of financial year, Father's Day, Mother's Day, birthday, all the celebrations. There's just, if you think about all those celebrations in 1 year, that would kind of equate to be a sale every 2 weeks if we think about it, because there's always something happening. Right, I'm looking a little yellow as expected, a little too yellow, and I am all like a warm neutral. So, I don't know. It looks nice. The actual product looks really nice. It looks skin-like. When I say soft matte, it really looks like a natural finish on me. Maybe if you had dry skin, it'd be more matte. It actually looks really nice. I just don't like Too Faced colors. So knowing that was going to swing a little yellow, I got my Rimmel Multitasker Concealer in Vanilla. And Vanilla, I think, will be a good match to this, yeah. This is pretty full coverage, but I'm not going to put it directly on the pimple. But with my finger, I will put it on the pimple. I've got to be careful. I'm going to lose my train of thought. Makeup makes me lose my train of thought. That's just a big shiner that's not going to go away. And we're just going to have to accept that. And I'm okay with it. But I need you guys to be okay with it. So I don't go too tangenty and too ranty. I need to kind of stay on focus here. But I want you guys to think about your purchases. And no brand is perfect. So when I talk about a brand, you can easily say, but they do this. Every brand does what they do. And I don't think any brand is 100% ethical anymore. I just don't know if it exists anymore. Because if you're bringing product into this world, you're adding to consumerism. So I don't think there's a perfect ethical brand out there. Unless you're making something yourself out of yarn in your backyard, I don't think it's 100% ethical. I think there's things you can do to make it more ethical, but I just don't think it exists. And I think I'm saying that because I wanted to talk about Kmart. Kmart often don't do sales. They have little pockets of clearance, but they don't do sales. And the reason why they don't do sales is because they're actually pricing their products at a price point that doesn't require sales. And I think that's subconsciously why Kmart is actually doing really well, is people know what they're going to be spending when they get there. They're not going to be shocked with a $100 dress and then hopefully scrounging to find one that's 50% off, which is a lot of these stores is what the case is. I think Kmart is a good example of affordable with good designs and decent quality. I think they have decent quality. I think they've come a long way. And they're not relying on sales. They're relying on a really good price point that is unbeatable. And I think other brands could take follow. Even like Fate the Label, which is an Australian clothing brand, they rarely have sales. And they're still doing really well because they're actually price pointing their high quality clothes at an affordable price. So you can get a dress for around $60, but it's really good quality. So I think I bought a top for $50, but it was really good quality. So I felt like I was getting something high quality for just a reasonable price. And I didn't feel like I had to wait for a sale because I felt like I was already getting a good deal. And I think that's the point that I'm trying to make here, is that this overconsumption obsession with getting a good deal, but you're still consuming at a high degree, I think it's starting to shift. We're seeing this hashtag underconsumption, which is really just regular consumption at a normal rate without over purchasing. And I'm not here on my high horse saying that I am a perfect consumer, because I'm not. I consume. This isn't I'm on my high horse. This is me just talking about like my perspective on the era of sales, really. The era of sale, buy. And it's not to give you a good deal, it's so that these businesses can survive. And I think if we think about that, I think we would spend a little differently, and it's not so much that anxious spending and impulsive buying that, wow, $2 for a belt, I'm gonna buy it. Rather than, is this something that I actually want, need, and will use in my wardrobe? Even me, I'm learning to practice that a little bit more and more because I used to have a lot of anxious spending habits. And I think as I am trying to save money to buy property, I've really had to look at my spending. I used a budgeting spreadsheet, and I really saw little purchases adding up that were really unnecessary. Like, you know, that treat yourself mentality. What am I treating myself for? What am I treating myself for? The real treat is having financial stability. That's the real treat. And I think I've had to really shift my own personal mindset into what I'm buying. And I think if we even delve even deeper, I understand why we have this treat yourself mentality, because everything is very hard and feels very out of reach at the moment. It really does. Like, I'm about to be 35 and I'm still renting. I've got 2 kids and I feel like I'm really behind. I know I'm not. I know I'm okay. But I feel like I'm behind because my parents were not where I am right now. they were in a totally secure place when they were my age. And I think I just feel that pressure, not pressure, it's not like my parents put pressure on me. It's more like I am frustrated because if I don't own a property at 35, I'm gonna have a mortgage well into my retirement, which I am scared. I don't think I can do that. So it's a lot of these fears, and it's like, well, what am I spending my money on? Really thinking about what am I doing to benefit my life in a big picture rather than lots of little things to make me feel happy. And that's been my own personal mindset shift, is not seeking instant gratification so much. As I always did and used to do. I still buy things that make me happy. Today I did treat myself. It's been a long time since I have, but the Reject Shop has the cutest homewares, and I bought an iced coffee cup, which I don't own one. I don't own one, and I'm really excited for summer to have iced coffees. And I bought myself a little iced coffee cup. That was $6. It was a small little thing, but I'm actually so happy I got it, and it's not like I'm adding one to many others. There were also lots of really cute mugs that I wanted, but I already have mugs. You know what I mean? So I'm not trying to add unnecessary bulk into my life. And I think it's really hard to control that when we are constantly saturated with sale, 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 buy, buy, buy. You're getting a great deal. Buy from us. If you don't buy from us, you're going to regret it. This is the last time you can get it, because fast fashion and all these fast brands, I should say, it doesn't stay around. So that product is only around for a few weeks or a month before it then sells out. So you have that anxiety. Well, if I don't get it now, it's not going to exist in a few weeks. I just think there's a lot of anxiety associated to spending at the moment. I'm really wanting to challenge you to think about that, and at what cost are we purchasing all of this, you know? It's not about it, it's so multifaceted. I don't even think I could even delve into all the different offshoot tangents, you know, clutter and hoarding and just overconsumption in general. But I think I need to stay on topic of sales. Let me know if you agree and if you've already thought about this. I actually sent out an email for my business, which is a reusable bags brand. And I design everything myself and get the bags made so that they're at a really good high quality standard. And I was kind of talking about, I had a sale. I actually had a sale. I don't have sales all the time. I don't do all the sales that, like, I don't do afterpay sales. I don't do, because there's a few afterpay sales, even though I have afterpay as an option. I don't follow all those trends of sales. I just do a couple here and there, you know, because I wrote an email to my email subscribers that this is a one-off sale where I am trying to give you guys a good deal, because I wasn't really making much of a profit on it, but I'm also a small brand that's trying to get people to see my brand, experience my brand, which is hard to do when you're online, because if someone doesn't know you, they're very hesitant to buy from you. I'm the same kind of person. If I don't know you, what am I putting my money towards? I don't trust you. So I had this $10 bag sale to bring some people in that maybe otherwise were a bit hesitant, and then they can use and experience my bags in person, right? And I wrote this email saying, like, this is a one-off sale that I celebrate every year for my birthday. It's now, well, when I say my birthday, I mean the business's birthday. So this is my second year in business, so I had my second birthday sale. And I was like, I'm passing these savings on to you, but the reality is I don't have a lot of sales because I price my products so that a sale is not required, you know? I'm pricing them at a reasonable price so that you can experience a well-priced product all year round, essentially. Kind of like what Kmart is doing, in that you can go in there and know that you're going to get a good deal whether there's a sale or not. Whoa, blush blindness. I actually got this blush out because I'm thinking of decluttering it because it's very, very intense. I might get my bronzer brush and just soften the blow of that, because it's also very glowy at the same time. It's almost like highlighter in the blush. So next time you buy something, I want you to look at the price and say, is this of good value to me, rather than where's the sale, when's the sale coming, can I get this cheaper, how can I get you know, extract as much value out as I can and really think about, is this something that I would put my money into? Do I see the value in this price? And also, how frequently do I need to buy this product? So my product is sold for 15 Australian dollars each, which is about 11 to 12 American dollars. And they're priced at that, because it's essentially a one-off purchase. The whole idea is that it's a reusable bag, so you don't have to keep buying. There might be reasons where you have to buy another one because maybe you lose it, or there's different reasons why, or maybe you love the new designs and you just want a few more. It is priced at $15. So I have a profit. I'm a small business, so I have a small MOQ, which is a minimum order quantity. So I have to have a profit. And if I have a sale, I still have to have a small profit margin. So even though I had a sale, I still had a small profit margin. I'm not giving my products away. That comes in from my perspective, the cost of the good, and then on top of that, my time and energy that I put into the business and the designs and back and forward. But I also price it from comparing to other brands that do similar products. I'm the only one in Australia that does it. The other well-known brands are international. So if you do want to support an Australian business, I always have a link down below. But that's kind of why I started my brand, is because I was the only Australian person doing this. And I like, when I say the only Australian brand, like an actual small business brand that is doing their own designs and all of that, rather than just private label. This is all my own designs that I do myself. So it was a mixture of comparing the market and also having a reasonable profit margin that I can stay afloat. When you see these brands that, okay, in a makeup sense, this is what I touched on. If we talk about makeup, and I also had a comment, and it was a very fair comment, because I only mentioned like these L'Oreal kind of big brands, how they have foundations for $40. And then when they're on sale, they're $20. And I'm like, can't they just price it at $20 and stop having these crazy sales? Because I'm not going to spend $40 on a drugstore foundation. I'm just not going to do it. And it's not to say that they don't have value, because they do. I actually love affordable makeup. But the whole purpose of affordable makeup is for people who can't afford luxury. So what are you doing $40 for a product? And then those people who maybe don't want to wait and need something right then and there are stuck in a predicament. They're like, well, this is the product that I want, but I don't know when it's going to go on sale. So do I pay the $40 even though I can't afford it? Can we not just have it at a reasonable price? It is possible. Can we shift the market here and not be in a sales heavy market and just price things properly? And someone commented, well, why are you targeting L'Oreal? MCO Beauty does it. Yes, they do it. And I'm not saying that MCO Beauty is perfect. I just didn't mention them as a brand because so many brands do this. But MCO Beauty is a perfect example of a brand that does that, where their products are always on sale and they're really only affordable once they're on sale. So MCO Beauty is sold in Australia. It's now sold worldwide, or America, I think. But it's sold in Woolworths, which is a food store. It's sold in Chemist Warehouse. It's sold in really accessible places for Australians, and it was always known as an affordable brand. But now it's getting to a point where, yes, they are charging $40 for a foundation, and that's no longer affordable. And they're having so many sales, Big W as well. Big W, Chemist Warehouse, and Woolworths, they kind of all alternate who's having a sale. Then all their products are like 40 to 50% off. So then their foundation is down to $20. I still think $20 is a lot for a foundation. There's still a huge profit margin on $20 for a foundation. I can tell you that. Don't be fooled thinking you're getting a really good bargain. They're just overpricing $40. You're paying for their marketing. You're paying for their advertising. You're paying for their packaging. So when you look at brands like Essence and Flower Beauty, they are never advertising. Their packaging is very simple and a little bit cheap, but that's what makes it affordable. I don't care. You know, if I'm buying something for $6, I'm expecting it to be of $6 packaging quality, you know? But that's how you're getting those things for a more affordable price. Is they're not, like MCO Beauty invests so much money into marketing. And you're paying for that. So does L'Oreal. You're paying for that. And yes, L'Oreal is a big brand and they put a lot of time and energy in making good formulas, and they do. So if you want to spend $40 on their foundation, absolutely go do it. But I think my point is they're relying on sales when they're on sale, because they know that they're overcharging that product. They are overcharging and making you believe you're getting a good deal when it's 50% off. It's not a good deal. A good deal is having a healthy profit margin, but a healthy profit margin is around 70%. So if you have, mine is at about that. So if you have a product that costs $10 and you sell it for, oh, don't make me do my maths here. Let me investigate. So if you have a product that you're selling for $50, so let's say it's a foundation for $50, and it costs you $5 to manufacture the product and get it into the store. $5 as an estimate. Your profit, your gross profit margin is 90%. Okay, so when you even have, if we do a 50% sale on our $50 foundation and it's now 20%, their gross profit margin is still 80%. Okay, does that kind of solidify what I'm trying to say here? They're still making a huge profit, but what they're doing is they want a bigger profit. So it's not about them giving you a good deal. It's about them maximizing their profit and using sales as a marketing tool to making you believe you're getting a good deal. I know I'm repeating myself, but I need you to hear it. I need you to hear it. And it wasn't until I started my own business and started understanding what all of these things meant that I understood a sale is only a good sale if it's of value to you. You hear what I'm saying? A sale is only a good sale is if it is of value to you. Case and point. And that is something I am personally learning in my own life. And I can tell you what, buying that iced coffee cup today was a very big highlight of my day, because I haven't bought myself anything in a long time. And so that appreciation is there, and I'm going to really enjoy that this summer. And that was not on sale, that was full price, because it was of good value to me. And if, I'll be honest, if that glass, if that iced coffee glass from the reject shop was $20, I wouldn't have bought it. But it also was not on sale. So I wasn't buying it feeling pressure. I bought it because I had previously seen it and walked past and said no. But today was the day I had $6 to spend and I bought it. I've also got to say this mascara from Polite Society. What is it called? Greatest Lashes of All Time. It's them. They've got one mascara. Greatest Lashes of All Time or something. I don't know what it's called. Something like that. It's very good. I really like it. It is a drier formula. It is making my lashes thick and lifted. I forgot to say, because I got sidetracked by my profit margin calculator. A healthy profit margin for a business is 70%. So that $50 foundation, this is an example by the way, that $50 foundation at half price was only 10% less profit margin. They're still making above average profit margin. I've really changed my mindset that I don't have to buy something on sale. I just have to buy something of good value to me. So I recently bought the new e.l.f. foundation, the satin one, because I want to review it for you guys. And I thought to myself, $20 is not too bad. I know e.l.f. used to be very cheap, but their newer stuff is a little bit more expensive. But to me, it was of value. I thought, I really want to try this product. I really want to review it for you guys. So $20 is okay for me. I'm not going to wait for it to go on sale. I am happy to pay this, you know? Okay, lastly, we just have some lips, but I really think I've kind of made my point here. I want to know what you guys think. Have you noticed that explosion of sales mentality and that kind of pressure to feel like you're wasting money unless it's on sale. And for those people that say, well, those products get thrown out, well, they're getting thrown out because they're overpricing and overproducing. Like, this is what I'm saying. There's always an answer to a problem, but then there's another problem to that answer. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. This is the other. I remember I kept 2 of the Mecca Max. I got 4 at work. This is caramel glaze. And I like it. I really wanted to do a warm toned look, and I think I have achieved very much so. That's very good. I like this look. That is everything, guys. I have ranted, I have raged, I have gotten passionate. But at the end of the day, I think it's an important topic to talk about, and I think we need to really think about what we're doing and not just following what we're told to do and what we're told to believe, but really thinking about and being more conscious about what we're putting our coin into and if it's bringing value into our lives. So thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoy my ranty content, and if you do, make sure to let me know, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.